Hello, everybody. This is Terry with your three Wood Star for the month of October. And who could use just a little bit of Palo Santo, a little energy clearing, a little smudging, clearing out all the chaos that we may be encountering in this wild October. Ooh, baby. It's a wild world, isn't it? And I live in Oregon, in Central Oregon, but we've really been feeling a lot going on with Portland, and I've been kind of talking about it in my shorts, if you've seen, because it is an interesting time to be alive right now. And today I want to bring you this outrageous is the word for October. This just outrageous energy forecast as we enter the three wood star. This is my own personal star, the fast growing tree, the warrior. This is a lot of heavy yang energy. And if you're new here, um, find out what your own nine-star key is by looking up the birth date in the description down below and leave it in the comments, and I will give you a free mini intuitive reading for the month of October. Plus, this month I will be giving away a free 2026 nine-star key astrology reading with a Zoom and distance Reiki plus an energy clearing that normally costs over $200. And I have seen so many of my clients' lives just truly shift into becoming who they're meant to be with this combination of learning your nine-star key element and then what element you will be passing through in 2026 when we all collectively move into that one water star. We're starting all over again. We are starting into a new energy in 2026, brand new era. It really feels like a new paradigm that we're calling in for 2026. And I've been working on the 2026 readings. It is pretty fascinating stuff. And you will get this combination of a nine-star key reading telling you what your star is and what element you'll be crossing through, plus distance Reiki, plus an energy clearing. And you can be in it to win it by just dropping your star. And you find your star when you look down in the description, and it's based on your birth year. You don't need time and date or any of that, just the year you were born. Get your star element, drop it in the comments, and you could win a full on reading. I think I'm going to do this every month until January when we cross into that new year because I'm pretty excited about the nine-star key right now. I'm really leaning into the nine-star key even more than Western astrology. And it's just getting harder and harder to be seen in the YouTube land right now. They've got all these new algorithms. So comments are everything. And I so appreciate those of you who comment. If you want to keep learning about this nine-star key, if you want me to keep making these videos, please support my channel by simply subscribing and commenting often, and you can be in it to win it for this full reading. It's worth $230, so it'll be a fun contest. And it is October, and we are moving out of that tree that bends in the wind, that four wood star that brought us a gentle wind for September that whispers softly in our ears, nudging us that things are changing, right? We're in this changing times. And now we're moving into that three fast growing tree, and it can feel like the energy is just really speeding up now. And we will have massive changes to come this month. And yeah, there is a lot to cover. And at the end of this, I'm going to put in these little mini readings for each of your elements. So that's the other reason to get your element star and get ready to be ready to find out what October holds for you, because we're all going to see a massive shift in our world collectively and in our personal lives based on your star. And this month will be about honing our deepest powers so that we can envision our brand new way forward into the great unknown that we're all collectively moving into in 2026. And you might just be thinking right now, God, I've got to make a change. Got to make a change in some area of your life. I know everyone I know right now is talking about wanting to move out of the country. And just allow these feelings to come up this month. But don't get so caught up in the need to make a change so quickly. Don't quit your day job just yet. Don't sell your house right now until you're sure that the energy truly does support it. And that's where those mini readings for your own star at the end come in. Because if the energy doesn't support it, it's not going to work out. And you may just be feeling the collective need to make a change that we'll all be going through with this three fast growing energy. But it doesn't mean you have to do anything just yet until you are sure that the energy supports it. If the tree doesn't need to do anything to grow, right? The tree just allows nature to take its course. And right now, we're just under that fast pace. Three wood star. There's a lot of excitement, but a lot of anxiety and fear too that is coming up. And this three wood star represents that flower blooming through concrete where anything is possible. We can accomplish the impossible right now. We can rise above our limitations, but don't act too fast under this energy because you might regret the choices you make if you jump, without a net or if you jump without, like, look before you leap, as they say. And as a three wood star myself, my mantra has always kind of been, don't tell me it can't be done because then I will have to prove I can do it. And I have, believe me. And if you are a three wood star or you know a three wood star, the best way you can motivate three wood stars, maybe you have a child who is a three wood star. I'm going to tell you the magic to motivating them. You got to tell them something's impossible. It simply can't be done. And then a three wood star will do it. Man, there's no way you could put all those dishes away before bed. Your kid is like there doing the dishes and putting them away, or there's no way you could accomplish all those math problems. That's a lot of math homework. There's no way you could finish it before bedtime. Boom, your three wood star is doing their math homework. This is how we are motivated. We're motivated by a challenge that simply can't be done. And it's like that Einstein quote that I love. It's about perseverance. It's about persevering against all odds. And this is the energy of this month. And Einstein said, it's not that I'm smart. It's just that I stay with the problems longer. So you don't have to be smart this month, but you may need to stay with your problem a little bit longer till you figure it out. And it reminds me, I think I've told this story before because it's a classic three wood star story when we bought our house in Oregon and it was so competitive. I mean, it was a seller's market and it was a hot market. And we looked and looked for over a year and everything was overpriced and needed work. And we were just losing out on all the bidding wars for anything we could afford. We were just try again. Perseverance. We were staying with the problem, but we still weren't persevering. And after we'd lost out on so many bidding wars, and I was kind of losing hope, which is not normal for a three wood star, but because I was going to be moving into my eight earth mountain cocoon. And in the nine star key, there's only two times in the 9 years when you cannot move house. And that's the earth times when you're in that five earth center star, the hurricane. You don't want to move your house if there's a hurricane happening. And the eight earth mountain star, you don't want to move your house when you're a caterpillar going into a cocoon. They say never move the chrysalis. If you've ever raised butterflies, you never move the chrysalis. So I was getting ready to go into the chrysalis, and I knew the next year I would not be able to move house. I'm so superstitious with the 9 star key. And so I called my 9 star key teacher and I told her my story. Man, we got to find a house because I'm going into the chrysalis next year and I won't be able to move and we have this limited time. And she literally said, well, it will never work because you'd literally have to get off the phone right now and go find something so you could have an offer in. You'd have to find something now and put an offer in by tomorrow. And then you would have to have the keys in hand by Christmas Day. I mean, it was like 30 days before Christmas. It was around this time of year in fall. And she goes, you'd have to have those keys before Christmas so you could be all moved in before the Lunar New Year happens and you go into your chrysalis. It simply cannot be done. It would be impossible, she said. And as she was saying these things, I was feeling this flutter in my heart, a flutter of excitement. I knew somehow as she was telling me it couldn't be done, that it was going to get done. Like, this is what I needed to hear. I just needed to hear somebody tell me it couldn't be done. And so I hung up the phone. I got on Zillow. Immediately, our house popped up and it was a hot home. We had bid on hot homes before and we'd lost every time. But I said, this hot home is ours. Mark my word, we will get this hot home. I called my realtor. I said, is there any way we could see it first thing in the morning? She lined up a 7 a.m. We were the first ones to view the house. By 8 a.m., we had an offer in with a heartwarming letter begging her to choose us. We only paid the listing price. We didn't even go over, and we got it. And there were 17 offers on that house, but we won the house. 3 Wood Stars are good at winning. We were chosen, and guess what? We got our keys on Christmas Eve. I beat my teacher's prediction by a day. I got my keys a day early. Christmas Eve, we moved in over Christmas vacation. By the Lunar New Year, I was all settled in and ready to be the caterpillar in the cocoon and not move my chrysalis. This is what the 9 star key is about. It's about aligning with the energy so you can manifest. And this is the kind of month, this 3 Wood Star energy, where you can manifest miracles instantly, in an instant. Something you've been trying to manifest all year, it could suddenly just happen for you through perseverance and staying with that problem a little bit longer until you get it right, just like Einstein. So, this is the energy of the whole month. Something you've been trying to accomplish all year could suddenly come to fruition instantly with faith and perseverance and a knowing that nothing is impossible, that you are possible. You can make miracles happen just like that. And we have this really rebellious energy. That's what 3 Wood Star is. 3 Wood Stars, they're the rebels of the 9 star key. This rebellious energy. And it could be really interesting as we have this massive No Kings protest coming in on October 18th. I'm hoping to go to Portland because that is where that everybody needs to gather in Portland for the No Kings on October 18th. And we will all be feeling this warrior energy. The 3 Wood Star is known as the warrior, the fighter, the person who fights for righteous, for the good of all and for the collective. And the 3 Wood Star is asking us all to fight against injustice, to fight against fascism. And so this will be really an interesting time for massive collective protesting on the No Kings Day. And if you are new to 9 Star Key and you've stuck around this long, 9 Star Key is a nature-based astrology system that uses the 5 elements found in acupuncture, where water feeds wood, feeds fire, feeds earth, feeds metal. And this is found in acupuncture, feng shui, and Jin Shindo, all of which I've studied. And I am a Reiki master teacher. And I fell in love with the 9 Star Key because it really teaches you how to align with the energy of the seasons you are going through. We are all born of an element, like I am a Wood Star, and then we are traveling collectively through an element. This year we are collectively traveling through the two Earth Mother Star, and then you personally are traveling through another element. Like for me, as a three wood star, I'm traveling through the six metal star. So you can really manifest all good things in all good time when you align with this energy and you know when it is time to go for it. The three wood star is a go for it energy. So this month, we should all be going for it, going after our goals, making things happen. And other times you want to draw back, like the caterpillar in the cocoon, and just go within and have a more dormant, quiet time. And if you want to know more about what this nine star key is all about, I highly recommend watching my What is Nine Star Key, where I go over the basics and then you can get a real feel for it. I'll drop it down in the description and be sure to get your own personal nine star key element. Just look up your birth star down below in the description. And next to your birth star, I have your 2025 prediction. Even though we're almost at the end of 2025, it's still really fun to look back and go, wow, what a year, right? And so you can, if you drop your nine star key in the comments, as I said, you'll get a free reading. Plus, you might win a full 2026 forecast with me. With that includes that distance, Reiki healing, and an energy clearing. And this wood element month will rule over the liver and the gallbladder, which is bringing in anger and frustration and indecision. We're really seeing that in our world. A lot of people are really angry and frustrated and not sure what's coming next, right? But at its highest expression, this wood element ruling over the liver gallbladder can also bring us compassion. This is the goddess Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. I love her so much. So we all need to tap into our compassion, patience, kindness, generosity, and resilience. Resilience will get us through. And that those are the more positive aspects of liver when liver's not so frustrated. And so reach for the better feeling energy of liver gallbladder this month. When you get frustrated with what other people are doing or something you see online, try to have compassion as everyone is going through a lot right now in our world as we watch our world in chaos. And this is really a month to root down into some nature therapy, hug a tree, root down with some earthing. And remember, a tree can only grow as tall as your roots go down deep into the earth below. So as you try to expand this month and do all the things, that's very liver three wood star. You got to also root down deeply into the earth and have that downtime and get plenty of rest. And just be kind to your liver this month. This is a really good time to practice that sober October if you can. Instead of drinking alcohol, maybe you want to drink some warm lemon ginger tea or some liver nourishing herbal teas. I'm going to drop some in the description that I like. And eat raw olive oil, like bread with raw olive oil is really good. Raw olive oil is nourishing to the liver. Get good sleep. Liver needs sleep to restore itself, to rejuvenate itself so that you can have energy. And if you're waking up at 3 a.m., raise your hand if you wake up at 3 a.m., like so many people. That is the hour of the liver gallbladder. And we call that the hour of strategic planning in Jin Shin Do. It's the time to plan your attack. Just as our ancestors woke up at 3 a.m. and they rallied the troops, they all got together so they could plan their attack against their enemy. And that is how they won the war. And that is why we are here still waking up at 3 a.m. feeling like we need to plan an attack. We're hardwired to wake up at 3 a.m. and think about the things we need to do in our life and begin planning or thinking about our to-do list. But if you wake up at 3 a.m. every night worrying or this anxiety, about what you need to do, then you might just need to nourish your liver. Your liver might be depleted. And I have some incredible liver nourishing supplements. I'm going to drop them down in the description, and you'll just want to really be kind to your liver. And we're also in metal in the energetically in the northern hemisphere as we move into autumn. That is a metal. So we have liver and metal. And metal relates to our lungs and our respiratory. So we can really be depleted both in our respiratory breathing with colds and things, and then the liver. So you get a cold and then you drink a hot toddy with whiskey, and now your lungs and your liver are both taxed. So take care of your lungs, take care of your liver in this month. And moving on with the energetic 9-star cycle for some of my advanced 9-star key students, let me know if you understand these 9-star cycles, if you're starting to catch on. Because this month we have a 3 tree growing in that 2 earth mother energy that is the 2025 element for the whole year, which is found in a larger 9-year 2 earth mother cycle that is within a greater, there's spirals within spirals, a greater 81-year cycle of fire that we are in for a long time. So it's like having a well-rooted tree. The tree has a lot of earth to support it, but that tree is on fire. And the tree feeds the fire. You put wood, in a bonfire. The wood feeds the fire. So that's productive. Yay, we have some productive energy. And that fire ultimately feeds the earth, part of this cycle. So that is productive. Yay. But wait a minute. That fire is destroying the tree. So we do have some destructive pattern, but we have 2 productives, 1 destructive. So we should break even. But this is a healer's. Whenever you have a destructive pattern in a month, this is a time for healing. This month is calling you towards deep healing. And the 2 earth, we always want to do more self-care, going to get the massage, taking Epsom salt baths and a sleep soak bath, or whatever you do. Let me know your self-care routines. Whatever you do, just drinking lots of water. I always say if everybody just drank enough water and slept well, I would be out of business as a massage therapist. But thank God nobody can do those 2 things, drinking water and sleeping well. So try to just do anything you can to take care of your health, eating nourishing foods, eating soups, eating pumpkin, those orange colored sweet potatoes, foods. And in the northern hemisphere, we're moving into autumn. So, like I said, taking consideration of the metal season, metal controls wood. So even though we have this energy coming in to make huge changes, metal moving towards winter says, nope, we're going to cut that branch down. And this is not great. It's like pruning a young tree just as it begins its growth cycle. You don't want to. One time my rose was growing and it was right in the peak of its spring growth cycle, and my husband pruned it and it almost killed the rose. Like you don't want to cut things down when they're in their growth cycle, but that is the energy of this month. It's like we're trying to grow and expand, and then the metal of autumn says, nope, not so fast. So there could be restrictions. We could have cutbacks. We could have to, we're seeing financial cutbacks, right? We're seeing this. We got to pull back the strings. We got to prune some things back. We got to cut back. Metal moving towards winter is not beneficial energy combined with the tree. Metal controls the tree. And if you happen to be in the southern hemisphere and you're listening to this, you are moving into spring, and that is the natural season of the tree fast growing. The fast growing tree that we're in this month, it is like the tree that blooms. It's like the cherry tree blooming in the springtime. But the problem with being in the southern hemisphere when you have double fast growing tree, that can be a lot of hot yang energy, and it's all heading into a fire. So you could have wildfires. We may see wildfires in the south. And you can have too much yang energy where things feel out of control, too much, too fast. It could just lead to all that wood feeding fire, wildfires, and just this tumultuous energy in the south. So Neither the North or the South gets off great this month, but we have to balance these productive, destructive energy and nature of the month because there will be volatility. Are you feeling, even as I film this, we're already in it. There's volatility mixed in with progress. We're trying to get ahead, but the world is crazy, right? And this could bring changes of fortune, just like that, both good and bad, depending how well your star aligns. And stay tuned for your own personal star to see if your star aligns well with the three wood star. And we may see more incidences of war. Oh, I hate to say that, but this is a warring the warrior. So we may have war and violence. And those are things ruled by the three wood star. And we've also got Mars in Scorpio in Western astrology, very volatile, destructive tone. And I think of Putin. You know, Putin is a three wood star, and Putin is winning this year because he's in the six metal star. He's reaping rewards. We won't see Putin calm down until 2 years from now when he goes into his cocoon. I can't wait for Putin to go into his cocoon and maybe stop causing so many problems. But right now, Putin is pretty powerful, and he will be entering that five center star as all three wood stars will be in that hurricane Earth star month. So a lot of volatile energy around the three wood stars. Within a six metal star of rewards, his bad behavior will be rewarded. That's scary, right? That's war. If Putin goes to war, he'll get rewards this month. It's crazy. And I can't help thinking that Putin is going to want Alaska. Isn't it interesting that Trump and Putin met in Alaska? And Putin is wood and Trump is fire. Wood feeds fire. They have a very beneficial friendship, even though Trump exhausts Putin. But I think Putin is going to make a go to try to go to war to get Alaska. That's just my prediction. Yikes. And as a three wood star and a five hurricane brings shocking, unexpected events, plot twists, and surprises, I'm a three wood star myself, and I feel like staying home more this month. I think all three wood stars, we should just hide out a little bit. Hiding out until the storm passes, that hurricane. That's what you do when a hurricane happens. You get to the center and you just stay put, right? And last month's four wood star was a yen, that gentle breeze. It's a yen energy. It was a very calm energy. But this month, the three wood star is all yang. Yang, the sun shining all day long, the super moon. The super moon came in right as the three wood star, and that Aries super moon was fiery yang energy. As we moved into the three wood star yang energy, we can really feel this hot energy rising up. We're all kind of yanging out. And yeah, when you yang out, you'll have trouble sleeping, you'll get dehydrated, and you get a headache. Let me know if any of you have any of those. This is yang rising. Your head and eyes get hot, a lot of heat in your head, and your hands and your feet are cold. And that's an imbalance that brings insomnia, rage, and headache. So you can balance this yang rising energy by simply just putting your feet in a hot foot bath at night. I love this most amazing melatonin sleep soak that you can use in your foot bath. It's just a Dr. Teal's. You can get it almost anywhere. I'll put the link down below. And drinking herbal tea in your hands. When you have a cup of herbal tea to nourish your liver in your hands and your feet are soaking in hot water, that is pulling the heat out of your head and down to your extremities. And then if you go to bed right before, you can just sleep deeply, right? Because you've created more yin. And you'll want to exercise more in a three wood star month to burn off all that excessive yang energy. That one of the other side effects of excessive yang is anxiety. You know, everybody's anxious right now. I'm seeing it in my massage. And but the good news, now we'll get into the good juicy news. Hope you stay tuned for that. Because three Wood Star is a time for manifesting miracles. You can manifest miracles in a three Wood Star month. So try to align to the growth cycle by simply focusing on what you want and ask, believe, and receive. I say this all the time. It's the magic formula. Ask a higher power, believe it is coming, feel it, sense it, know it to be true, and you just might receive it this month in this quantum leap breakthrough that can only happen in a three Wood Star month, where your whole life could instantly change for the better. You get the call, you get the job, you fall in love, you win the lottery. This is a winning energy. This is a getting what you want. Three Wood Stars were really good. People always tell me I'm lucky. I'm like, I'm not lucky, I'm aligned. I am aligned to the energy of the Wood Star. And I'm grateful to be a three Wood Star because I am a really good at manifesting miracles. But the main lesson of the three Wood Star month, get ready for it. The real lesson is you have to let go of your attachment to the outcome. You think you know what you want and what it looks like and how you're going to get it. Let go of your attachment to the outcome. You ask, believe, and receive, and then you let it go. You let it go like a bubble of desire floating in the atmosphere, being ready to be picked up by Source. But Source goes, oh, yeah, it's not going to look like that. It's going to look like this, and it's going to be even better than you could imagine. Let go of your attachment to outcome. This is something I teach in my Reiki 2 class. When we get these powerful Reiki symbols, they just create pure magic. We do distance Reiki and we can send Reiki to manifest miracles. I have seen miracles in this class. But the most important step is for us all to let go of how it will show up, which is why it's so much easier for me to send distance Reiki for what you want and then you receive it because I have no attachment. And so when we gather in groups of 5 or 6 people and we send distance Reiki for each other's things to manifest, I can manifest your thing because I have no attachment to outcome. And you can manifest my thing because you have no attachment to my outcome. And it's just beautiful. And it will show up 9 times out of 10 when we let go because the universe has an even better way of giving us what we want than we could have ever imagined. And this is the magic that I get to witness. And I am teaching Reiki 2 class in this energy. I was like, we got to teach it in the three Wood Star energy on November 1st when the veil is thin, and that's when magic really happens. I cannot wait. I just have one, and then there was one last spot remaining for this class, and you have to have taken Reiki level 1. But I'll put the link down below if you are the one that wants that last spot remaining. And now I'm going to do the 9 stars. So get your element, get your star, and listen for your personal October reading for the three Wood Star month. One water star. Your inner radiance attracts like-minded people this month, and you are craving deep connection with new friends and lovers. And your life may just be unfolding in unpredictable ways, but trust this process because you are on the precipice of getting everything you've ever wanted, as your outlook is so favorable and you are being supported by a higher power this November, this October and November. You have 2 lucky months, Water Star. October and November, you are supported by a higher power now. 2 Earth Star. Maybe you had too much too fast. You have taken on a lot of projects, and now it's a time to focus on what is really important and focus on completing the task at hand and don't take on anything new. You might even need to let some things go to make space for something even better to show up in your life. And you may want to seek out a mentor, counselor, elder, or teacher, someone who can guide you on your ever changing path ahead, because it seems like all these different paths are opening up, and it's time to decide which path you're going to take. Three, Wood Star. You are a magnet for everything you want right now. But if you're not careful, you can also attract negativity by being fearful. So be careful of your thoughts. Protect your inner thoughts because they are creating your reality more than ever this month. So stay away from the news, stay away from negativity, turn your phone off, stop doom scrolling, and just get into alignment, energetic alignment with what it is you want to be a magnet to, and appreciate all the gifts of the universe as they start showing up, because the universe is bestowing gifts on you, and the more you appreciate, the more you will have to be thankful for next month. For Woodstar, this is your luckiest month of all, and you deserve to have and hold everything you want. So just open your hands to the universe and let good things come to you now. And it can feel like there's some kind of restriction holding you back from getting everything you want. And if you feel restricted when this happens, just stop trying. Just let it all go. Just take a deep belly breath and relax your whole body and just calm down and get really peaceful. From this state, know that your life is perfect just as it is right now, and know that enormous wealth and power are available to you when you get into this knowing and you really trust in a divine higher power that is bringing you what you desire. Five, Earth Star. Gladly give away all the things you no longer need, worn out things, worn out relationships, to make room for the new things to come, because this is the best month for you to declutter, do a space clearing, receive Reiki healing or an energy clearing, to just let it all go, to really create an open container so that you can receive new energy, new things, new relationships. Give yourself permission to prosper in a bigger way now by letting all the little things go. And bless all the money that you spend, even as you pay your bills. Bless the money you spend with divine energy, knowing that everything that goes out will come right back to you multiplied, because you are in a state of divine abundance. Six, Metal Star. Release the need to struggle or work hard and try instead aligning with the energy of abundance. It all begins within. So pay attention to those inner thoughts, dreams, and what you're telling yourself daily this month. Get a journal and start writing down whatever comes up, whatever thoughts you're having, whatever dreams you've had. And if you're having any catastrophic thoughts, that is like worrying about what's not even happening. It's like praying for what you don't want to happen. I want you to just say, cancel, cancel, and then replace that catastrophic thought with a better feeling thought. That's not going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And this is a pivotal time of redirection with new possibilities as you're creating your future with your inner thoughts. So go deep, listen, and maybe change your thoughts if you need to. Seven, metal star. You have awakened and you are in the light right now. All eyes are on you, and this would be your best month to promote yourself or maybe fall in love. You just want to have fun, and this is a say yes moment. Say yes to whatever shows up for you right now because it is leading you to your best life ever. But there may be something that needs to end before you can start calling in all this goodness. It could be losing a job or losing a toxic relationship. Just let things go with divine faith that something even better is on its way to you. Eight, Earth Star, you are tuning in to your divine healing powers. This is a time to heal thyself. This requires more downtime to be alone with your own energy because solitude is like supplements for you this month. You might need an energy clearing or to receive some kind of healing if you're feeling more sensitive to all the negativity of others around you, or maybe people at work are kind of overwhelming you right now and pulling you down as you are trying to tap into this higher vibrational source energy that is pouring in right now, that is preparing you for this marvelous transformation. So get the healing you need so that you can awaken your divine superpowers this month. Nine, fire star. Better things are coming soon as your life unfolds and expands in an incredibly productive month because all of this wood feeding fire, and then your fire is feeding earth, and the earth creates metal that is money. You can really make money this month, but it will require your attention, it will require your energy and focus and work. You have more than enough energy to accomplish all of your goals, but save some of your energy and your time for your own personal passion projects and creativity too, because you have so much fire. You could write a book this month, you could make music, you could create artwork. And you're really reaching for the light this month, and you will attract like-minded friends and lovers this month who will guide you to your next greatest good if you can stay open to it. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.